Welcome back to Leeds Lately for the live watch-along of Leeds United versus Bristol City at Ashton Gate in Bristol. Leeds United hoping for another victory off the back of back-to-back victories. That's a lot of back. Off the back of back-to-back victories against Sheffield United and then Watford. Before that, a draw against Sunderland. So Leeds in pretty good form at the moment and hoping, of course, for another victory today. You can see in the top left corner, corners since last goal 10. We are counting now to see how long it takes for us to score another goal from a corner, and hopefully it's today. But yeah, coming into this one, we should be in pretty good form. Have a little look at the league table. EFL Championship standings. At present, we are third. A couple of teams around us, Burnley and Sheffield United, both dropped points at the weekend on Sunday, I think it was. Midweek. It was Wednesday. It was. They dropped points, and therefore Leeds are in third place, joint second with 22 points. And so you can see it's starting to split apart from the rest of the league now. Bristol City are in 10th. Very average start for them, 15 points from 11 games. So, yeah, not exactly promotion form from them, but they won't be a bad side. They'll still be a decent side, so we've still got to be on our game against them. In terms of lineup as well, let's have a little put that on the screen. So Byram comes in for Firpo because Firpo's got the ban because of the accumulation of yellow cards, and then Daniel James also comes in for Ramazani, who's picked up a knock that could be having him out for 6 to 7 weeks. Not 67, 6 to 7 weeks. So, yes, Daniel James comes in for him. Then you've got Aronson, Nonto and Peru making up the rest of that front line. It's a very strong side still. And, of course, our new signing, Joshua Gilavogi, who I did make a video on the other day, not that anybody watched it. He is on the bench for... he's on the bench for this game, so we could see a little bit of our new signing. I tend to think that probably won't happen just because of the fact that he hasn't learnt the system or anything yet, but if needs must, then he is available to play in this game. Welcome to everybody who is joining the stream. Welcome to all our Leeds Lately members. Welcome Karen Curtin. Welcome CB. I'm assuming there'll be a few others lurking, just not put a comment in. Oh, yeah, Justin Odell as well. Hi, Justin. And welcome to all of our other regulars as well, of course. Liam B, Penny Lane, Goz, John Buck. If I've missed anyone, apologies, but I think that's everyone who's having a chat at the moment. But like I said, Leeds hoping to go into this one and try and get another victory. It's a away game, but I'm still fairly confident that we can get the job done here. What does everybody else think? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, or in the chat below. Sorry, get your score predictions in and stuff, and we'll see who was right come the end of this game. I think I am just going to move. I'm just going to put that over there so you can actually see it, because you can't see it because of the window. So let me just lock that in. There we go. Corner since last goal, 10. Oh, it is quite close to the edge there, isn't it? Let's give it a little move. There. That's a nicer placement. Well, players are filling up the benches. I can see our new signing, Joshua Gilavogi, sat next to Solomon and Schmidt. And the Bristol City bench is filling up as well. So I'd imagine the teams are going to be taken to the pitch very, very shortly for this championship clash. Getting some score predictions coming in now. Karen Curtin says Leeds win 2-0. Stephen Cunningham says 2-2. Penny Lane says Leeds 3-0. CB says Leeds 2-0. I think we will concede in this game. I do, but I think we're still going to do enough to win it, and I think we're going to win 3-1. Welcome, William Williams. Welcome to the chat. Welcome everybody else who is joining us at this time as well. I'll just put the lineup on the stream now so you can see. Byram comes in for Firpo. James comes into Ramazani. Other than that, we're unchanged from the last game. Of course, if you want to check out some classic football shirts, not done this in a while, use my link in the description. And then if you use Leeds Lately 10 at checkout, you'll get 10% off. And there's loads of old Leeds shirts and stuff on there from the actual time when they were released. Of course, if you haven't already as well, make sure you go ahead and hit that button there. That one there. Yeah, because that massively helps me out. I don't actually... How much are we on at the moment? We're on about 8,500. Yeah, 8,500. So next goal is 9,000, and then we're on to 10k, which is very exciting. So if you can, if you've got the time to just scroll down a little bit and just click that big red button, it costs you absolutely nothing. Something that does cost you something though is a membership. If you want to join the channel, go ahead and hit that join button down below, and that just helps contribute to the channel to keep it going. But after that is all our announcements pretty much, so we can just talk about the football now. Rob Bailey, welcome to the chat. Rob saying, was anyone involved in that shoe fiasco in the Leeds shop last night? I didn't even hear about that, but they have released a new line, haven't they, of ridiculously expensive Adidas collab with Leeds. Referee is taking the ball out to the middle of the pitch. The two captains having a word with the referee right now. James Linington. Keep an eye out for him today, see what his performance is like. Yeah, I thought so, Rob. Yeah, not for me, really. Not even that nice, to be honest. I think people are very easily convinced by it saying Leeds on it. Happy birthday to the Football Association. Formed October 26th, 1863. Well, I didn't know that, CB. Well, welcome everybody to the live watch along. Those of you who are joining us, we are now just a few moments away from kickoff at Ashton Gate in Bristol, with Leeds United going ahead and facing it off against this Bristol City side that currently sit 10th in the table on 15 points. We have had a few injuries, and so therefore there are a few players coming in. So you've got Byram coming in for Firpo at left back because of the suspension due to the accumulation of yellow cards, and then you've got Daniel James coming in on the right hand side for, probably the left hand side actually, for Ramazani, and then actually no, I would imagine that Dan James goes out on the right and then Nonto goes out on the left because that is his preferred position, and then Peru as well leads the line again. Mateo Joseph still drops to the bench today, I think. Let me have a look if he is on the bench. I'm pretty sure he is. Let's have a little look. Where's the lineup? Yeah, so the bench for Leeds United today is Carl Darlow, James DeBio, Isaac Schmidt, Joshua Gilavogi, Charlie Crew, Manuel Solomon, Patrick Bamford, Mateo Joseph, and Joseph Gelhardt. I always absolutely... I ruin myself by doing that, because as soon as I say Carl Darlow, it means I've got to say the first name of every other player, and it means I've got to remember what they are then, because they're not actually on the lineup graphic. But, of course, if you do want to see the subs today, that is the subs. Darlow, DeBio, Schmidt, Gilavogi, Crew, Solomon, Bamford, Joseph, and Gelhardt. Could just take the comma out, couldn't you, between Joseph and Gelhardt, because he's called Joseph Gelhardt. But that is the lineup. Of course, Ao Tanaka got man of the match last time. He was absolutely brilliant in that game. So let's hope that he comes in and puts in a really, really good performance again, which I imagine he will. A lot of people already are rating Tanaka as one of the best, midfielders in the championship. So I'm hoping that he continues that form today. And yeah, let's hope for a good performance from Leeds. Should be about to kick off any minute now. Welcome, John Garside. Morning. It's 12:30. I think we're a bit late to kick off here, actually. We got another international break in November as well. Let's have a look. We've got tomorrow, and then the next one's 2nd of November. 2nd of November. Actually, it's easier to just look at Leeds fixtures, isn't it, to be honest? Yeah, so we go from the 9th of November is our last game. So we've got 4 more games, including this one. And then on the 24th of November, we play again against Swansea away, Luton at home, Blackburn away, Derby at home. Yeah. Should be a pretty good run, to be fair. Does Bristol City have a new Croatian owner? I'm not sure about Bristol City, to be honest, Rob. I haven't heard anything about that. Well, we are about to kick off any minute now. Taking their time about it. Let's hope that this... No, this... Let's hope that this can change today. Back down to 0 again. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Get a corner goal. Early on, corner goes into the box. Pascal Struijk. Proper thumping header. But less of the fairy tale stuff. We're about to get underway here at Ashton Gate. Oh, okay, Rob. I get what you mean now. Just getting ready to press the timer, by the way, on my stream deck, which is why I'm kind of awkwardly leaning forward like this. We are underway here, though, at Ashton Gate. Keep nearly saying at Elland Road. I didn't realise they played rugby as well at Ashton Gate. You can see the rugby markings on the pitch. He's Bogle anyway. Back to Joe Rodon. Now Meslier. Back across to Joe Rodon now. Meslier to Struijk. Struijk. Inside here to Nonto, who does look like he is playing out on the left. Long ball down the line here. I think it's Wells trying to put the ball across into the box, and they nearly got to it very early on, let me tell you. Let's get the ball away, Dan James. Well done. Dan James gets completely wiped out there. That's got to be a yellow card, even though it's early on. For me, that's got to be a yellow card straight away. McCrory it was. He just went completely through Dan James. You know how brittle Dan James is as well. Here's Meslier. Now Struijk. Back to Meslier. Rodon. If you're just joining us, Leeds have made 2 changes to the starting lineup, and that being that Byram comes in for Firpo after his suspension, and James comes in for Ramazani after his injury. Other than that, Leeds are unchanged. And of course, remember as well, if a goal goes in this game, please do not tell me until I have reacted to it, until you've seen me react to it and put it on the screen, because I don't want to fake reactions, and I don't want to put a massive delay on the stream so that you're actually talking to me as live as life can be. And CB saying the same thing at the moment as well, so thanks CB for reminding everyone. Here's Sam Byram then with a throw-in. Byram with the throw-in down the line. Piru into Nonto. Oh, Nonto loses the ball there, and now Bristol City can pick it back up again here. Tell you what, it's very poor quality, this Sky Sports camera. Now Rothwell. Rodon. Struijk. Good ball from Strauch into Nonto as it comes forward now to Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson looking for a pass. He does well to get the ball to Sam Byram there. Back to Aronson. Back to Byram and then back all the way now to Strauch. Leeds keeping the ball. I made a video on it yesterday. Not yesterday. The other day, Jeff, about Gilavogi. So it's on the channel. About 9 or 10 minutes of my thoughts on the signing. Here's Nonto. Back to Bogle. Bogle tries to slip it down to Nonto down the line, but now Bristol City have got the ball back. They play a little ball inside here. Leeds are going to be able to win that back, though, through Dan James, but Dan James is giving it straight to a Bristol City player. Leeds trying to pen them in, though, in their kind of left-back position here as they play the ball forward into midfield now. Little outside of the football, and they might be in here. Bristol City, good tackle by Sam Byram, though, and Strauch can shield that one all the way back to Meslier in the end. But early signs here are that Leeds are giving away opportunities to this Bristol City side. There are gaps opening up for Bristol City, and Leeds need to be careful not to concede an early goal here. Here's Meslier. Chipped ball up to the left wing. It's gone over everyone, though, and the defenders can head it away. Here's Rothwell heading it towards Joel Pirou. And it's gone all the way through to the Bristol City goalkeeper now, who's sent that one long. Cleared there by the Bristol defender. Headed down the line, but Bogle can just let that one go out for a Leeds throw-in. Intense pressing from the Welsh side. I won't finish that. I won't finish that comment, Rob. Well, you say he's inexperienced international. He's played a few times for France. He's not, I wouldn't say he's vastly experienced internationally, but he's played a few times for France, and he's only ever played in the top flight in France, Germany, and Spain. So I would say he's a pretty well-accomplished player. Here's Strauch. We have got a late 30s goalie to encourage Meslier. It's a foul in the midfield there. You should have me back now. Ball bobbling around in the midfield. Now comes down the left-hand side here, McCrory. Good tackle there by Jaden Bogle, but it's going to go out for a throw into Bristol City here anyway. Here's McCrory with the throw, and he's taking his time over it, though. Throws it in here. In the corner flag now with Bristol City, and they win themselves a corner off Bogle. Early corner here then to Bristol City. Bird winning it from the legs or the shins of Jaden Bogle. Yeah, Rob saying Bristol City are up for it in the early minutes. No doubt they've watched how Watford went with interest. Yeah. Watford definitely came back into it when they changed their tactics, when they went a little bit more high press, and then when they sat in a mid block as well. So basically, don't sit back against Leeds. That's going to be a Leeds goal kick there after the ball bounces back out again. Here's Strauch. Tanaka. Meslier sends that one long. Up towards Joel Pirou, but it's headed away by Bristol City. Byram trying to come in and pick it up, but they've won it back again here, Bristol City. It's annoying having to say Bristol City every single time because there is another Bristol team. Because otherwise it'd be like me saying we're playing Scum or City, Manchester City. It'd be like me saying, oh, now Manchester have the ball back. So you have to say Bristol City every time, or I could refer to them as City. Tanaka then with the ball out to the left-hand side here. Rothwell comes forward with it. Down the line here now to Byram. Byram looking for a pass into the box. Here's Joel Peru. Is he onside? It says. I think he was offside there in the end. Oh, yeah, Robbins as well. That's a good shout. Offside there against Joel Peru, and I think it was a pretty clear one. Yes, but there's also Bristol Rovers as well, David, so you don't want to be disrespectful for no reason. Here, Bristol City with the ball back. Still going here. Oh, Peru tries to put a tackle in, but it eventually comes for a long ball all the way back to Melier. Now Joe Rodon. Been a bit of a weird game in the early exchanges. Bristol City have been quite strong against us, quite good at stopping us doing anything. And they haven't really created anything themselves, but they've been quite effective at stopping us. Here's Rodon. Back to Melier. Now to Rodon again. Rodon comes forward now. Good ball into the feet of Joel Peru. Peru does well there to get the ball to Rothwell. Rothwell turns on it and plays it out wide now to Byram, just over the halfway line. He's got Nonto running beyond him. Gives the ball to Nonto. Nonto's in a little bit of space on the left wing now. Shaping up against his defender. Plays it inside now to Brendan Aronson. Here's Sam Byram. Back to Aronson again. Now Nonto. Nonto looking for a chance to cross maybe here or shoot. Here's Aronson trying to fashion a chance to shoot. Now Tanaka. Plays it out wide again, this time to Bogle, just inside the box on the right-hand side. Bogle drops it off to Tanaka again. Tanaka with the ball to the back post for Byram to head it across, but it does come off the back of the Bristol City defender. Come back out again. Here's now Rothwell. Little chipped ball through towards Dan James, but it just goes over him and goes out for a goal kick there. But a little bit better there from Leeds. Better football, trying to open up those spaces for the players to get in behind. Rob Bailey saying they're congesting the field well by getting all their bodies in the 35-metre section of the field and asking us to play through. Yeah, basically packing the space with as many players as possible, and then it's like, well, okay, well, let's see if you can go around us. And that's essentially what we attempted to do then, was to go around. Daniel Farker has to bring that one out the sky because the goalkeeper just sent it flying. I think it's quite cool, the goalkeeper kits at Bristol City always have funky Bristol City always have funky goalkeeper kits. It's very like 80s kind of, I don't know even what to call it really, but it's quite cool. Anyway, Nonto plays the ball through here. It's too much on it for Dan James, but Dan James is going to keep it in. Should be back now. There you go. If you click that link, you should see what the Bristol City goalkeeper kit looks like. Anyway, we're still going here at Ashton Gate. Nothing much happening at the moment. Sam Byram now with the ball. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird camera angle and the quality's not very good. It's like a FIFA camera angle, isn't it, really, from up this high. Here's Nonto now. Now Rothwell pops it back out to Strauch, who plays it across to Rodon now. I think it's better than our just generic, weird, crisp kit. Goalkeeper kit. Here's Nonto now. Picks up in quite a deep position and plays a nice ball out to the right-hand side for Jayden Bogle. He's got Dan James going down the line, but he's going to come forward inside instead, Bogle. Nice ball into Piru. Flicks it down to Nonto. Nonto looking for a pass. Gives it back to Joel Piru. Joel Piru went to shoot then, but it's blocked. Rothwell with a nice ball out to Byram now. Byram back to Rothwell. Rothwell all the way back to Strauch. Just inside the Bristol City half now. Rodon. Back to Strauch again. Byram plays it back again. Here's Bogle now. Dan James in space out on the right-hand side. Tries to go past his man. Little left-footed cross into the box. Comes out to the edge, though, for Tanaka. And now Rothwell, Bogle. Back out to Dan James, who controls it well there. It was quite a risky ball. And it's going to be, surely to God, that's a Leeds free kick. You cannot just barge somebody down like that. Tanaka comes in with a very good sliding tackle there. But you cannot just barge him down. I'm sorry, I don't understand the refereeing in this division. It's so bad. So bad. You cannot just come and shove someone over. Leeds battling for the ball back here, but the ball's been taken away, and now Bristol City can come forward, charging into the Leeds United half. They play the ball out to the wing here. Sam Byram trying to stop him. Good tackle there by Byram, but then Leeds give the ball away straight back to a Bristol City player, and they go out to the wing again. Byram trying to stop the cross, and he does at the expense of a Bristol City corner. Let's hope Leeds can defend this corner well and go on a counter-attack. Do you know what? The amount of corners that we counter-attacked from last season in terms of our ability to get the ball forward quickly and score, it's just not really happened this season. And I think that's down to lack of Somerville and Jorginho. Ball's come out from this corner, and now Bogle's going to absolutely hoof that one down the pitch. Headed by a Bristol City player. Then again by Dan James, heading it forward for Joel Piru to chase. Number 7 for Bristol City drops it off to the goalkeeper, and he can now send that one long. Welcome, Shirley. Welcome, everybody else who's joining us. Bristol City come forward again here now. Ball out to the right-hand side. Up against Sam Byram here. Tries to get the ball in the box, headed away by Strauch after the deflected cross did make its way into the box. So it's going to be a corner kick again here. Hopefully Leeds can get the ball away and go on a bit of a break. Signal goes up, one arm in the air in the corner about to come in. Corner comes into the near post. Flicked onto his own head there by a player, and then Leeds tried to come away with it. But back out to the left wing now. Cross comes into the box. Bobbling around everywhere, and then the shot goes very close. An acrobatic attempt by the Bristol City player there, and it just goes past the post. Yeah, the ref is allowing some questionable tackles. Can you imagine if that had gone in? Ball bobbled up on the edge of the box, and he tried to go in for the acrobatic spin and volley, but in the end went over the bar. Oh, Bristol City are coming back again here. They might be in. They shoot from distance. Deflection goes past the post. Another corner to Bristol City here. They are having all the chances. Yeah, I think we give the ball away in midfield there. I think he's going to make them take the corner again here now. Don't know why. Corner about to come in then. Corner comes into the box. Headed away by Joel Peru this time. Out to the edge. Hopefully Leeds can win the ball back here through a mistake or something and then break on Bristol City because they have got a lot of players still forward in the box. Meslier catches that one. Can he release someone quickly? He throws it as far as he can down the line to Wilfred Gnonto, who's trying to get there. He's being held off the whole time. He goes down and not giving anything as Bristol City reclaim the possession at the back. Or Bamford's hold-up play. Oh, now you give an advantage. This referee, honestly, so poor. Leeds win the ball back there, but it's going to be a throw into Bristol City. So I guess they don't really win it back. Ball all the way back to the goalkeeper O'Leary now. Plays it out into the middle. Back again to O'Leary. Little chipped ball. Bogle wins that one back though. And then Gnonto tries to win it back, but again it goes back to a Bristol City player and they play a long ball forward here. Byram does really well to defend that. But again it's going to go to a Bristol City player. They're getting a lot of the luck of all the deflections here. Chance for them to get the ball in the box again. They play it in. Leeds do well to defend that and get the ball away, but there's still Bristol City come back and then the shot's deflected and Meslier has to catch that one, bounce it onto the ground and catch it again. That was a close call. Leeds just could never get rid of it at that moment, and then the deflection, Meslier had to jump and catch it to make sure it didn't go in the top corner. Aronson trying to get hold of that one, but Leeds are just second best in every department here. If we can weather this storm and then go and score against a run of play, it'll be perfect. But at the moment, we are struggling quite badly here. Although they have just given the ball away to Joel Peru. Joel Peru tries to poke it through to Gnonto, and that's how much things are just not going our way. He's just giving it straight to the goalkeeper, O'Leary. You've just got to put less on it. Ball now down the left-hand side. Ball chipped into the box, but away there by Tanaka. That's actually Strauch there. Can't see because the sun's so bright on the players. McCrory here. Bogle gets tackled, and I think it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Yeah, we are struggling a little bit, aren't we here? Welcome IPW, welcome to the chat. Meslier sends that one forward. Another ball forward here. Now Rodon. Bogle. Headed by Tanaka. They play it back though, Bristol City, and they get the ball back. He does so well there, the Bristol City player, and now they can come forward again with it. Here's Viner out to the right-hand side now. Leeds trying to cover up those gaps, stop them being able to play through us. Now Gnonto picks it up though. The ball was never truly on there for Dan James. Just wasn't far enough away from his defender. He's Rodon. Rothwell. Now Aronson. Back to Tanaka. Aronson. Rodon. Tanaka. Rodon again. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to take Peru off at half-time, is he? But I honestly think this game might need a Patrick Bamford, someone to make the ball stick a bit better. Here's Tanaka. Played back now to Pascal Struijk. Now Rodon. Forward here to Byram, then back to Tanaka again. Byram's actually currently playing in the half space with Nonto going out onto the wide left. Rodon. Into Dan James here. Leaves it for Bogle. Bogle has to go all the way back to Rodon again. Leeds getting frustrated here, I think. Struijk here. Rodon. No, there's a method behind the madness. People say, no. Oh, Brennan Aronson, he might be in here. Plays the ball to Dan James. Dan James with the ball through, headed away by Bristol City, and it is going to be Leeds' first corner of the game after 26 minutes. Yeah, it's not a ridiculous shout to want Bamford. It's the type of player he is and the type of state that the game's in. He's kind of calling out for somebody who can do that job. Rothwell then with the corner in. Change that to 11 goals since last corner. Since we last scored from a corner. You know what I mean. 11 corner since we last scored a goal from one. Well, Leeds have got another one now. Instantly. Yeah, long ball forward there again from Leeds, and it was just headed out by the Bristol City defender, so Leeds are going to get a chance to whip the ball in again off this corner. Hopefully it's a better delivery than the first one. What did I predict the other way? Like 59 corners or something before we scored another one. Rothwell into the box from the corner. It comes out to the edge. Aronson just over the bar. And that wouldn't have counted as a goal from a corner anyway. Let's have a look at this strike from Aronson. Oh, it's not too far away. Very considerately, Aronson decided to shoot that over the bar, and it actually went and hit an empty seat between two people. So he didn't want to hit any of the fans. He's very considerate, Aronson. He aimed for that. Here's Joel Peru trying to hold the ball up now. Tries to play a ball out wide there to Nonto, but it just gets cut out. Nothing seems to have really gone well for Peru in this game. Little ball over the top here by the Bristol City midfielder, but Struijk is there to try and cover. Now Byram, and Struijk can come and get back in position again. Now Tanaka is going to have to help out. The ball in there, the cross from the Bristol City defender, I think blocked by a Leeds player, so it's going to be a corner kick. Viner and McAnally in the box, ready for this corner to come in. Corner comes in, headed away by Leeds there. Leeds trying to come out of the box as much as possible here. He's actually let that one go for a throw in there, which is, if I was a manager, I'd be very annoyed about that. Bloody hell, he's taking his time over this throw-in. Eventually it does come in down the line now. Good tackle there by Byram, and it's going to be a throw-in to Leeds after he tackles Naki Wells out on that right wing for them, our left-back position. Seems weird not seeing Firpo out there. He's become a mainstay of this Leeds side. Throw-in then to come in from Bristol City. Good tackle again by Sam Byram, and it's going to be another throw-in. Here's Piru now. Piru, nearly gets the ball to Nonto, but can't quite. It's going to be a free kick right on the halfway line to Bristol City, and it's been taken quickly. Again, Leeds trying to face up against the winger here. Brennan Aronson gets absolutely sent. Ball into the box and then away by Tanaka, I think it was, in the end. Piru chasing down the defender as he plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper now. Yeah, Rob saying they're dragging Strauch out wide with the winger like Watford did. Yeah, well, the thing is, if you're going to play with high fullbacks like we do, there's going to be times where your centre-backs are going to be dragged out to come and fill in that position whilst your fullbacks aren't back yet. Hi, Mr. P, welcome. And so you are going to at times be opened up by that. So you have to have your other defender come across or your midfielder come in and... like Tanaka come in and drop in and make that space not so much of a big one. Rodon, I think that's going to be... Have they kept it in here? Surely that went out. Yeah, it did. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. I don't think we've really been creating many chances in this game, though. McCrory's down here. He's injured. He seems very annoyed about the whole thing. Anyway, back underway here. Here's Strauch. Currently, Bristol City are down to 10 men. Now Byram out on the left wing, looking for a passing option. I think it might have been Dan James actually, not Byram. Yeah, he swapped wings here with Nonto temporarily. Here's Nonto. Nonto with a great ball out to Byram on the left-hand side. Byram with a chance to cross the ball in. He does cross the ball into Bogle at the back post, who heads it into the side netting. Better from Leeds there. More incisive, more cutting edge going forward in that final third. But in the end, it's just a little bit too far for Bogle to try and get it on target. Oh, in general, yeah, fair enough. You've got a lot of very local advertisements around the stadium, haven't they, at Bristol City? It's not because Firpo isn't on or anything like that. It's just it comes with the territory of playing. So McCrory's going off, by the way, and Naismith's coming on. It comes with the territory of playing with attacking fullbacks. There's going to be a lot of times where they're still high up the pitch and haven't been able to get back again. And therefore, it's like, well, somebody's going to have to go out and do that job on the wing. So it's either you pull in a midfielder like Tanaka or Rothwell and force them to basically temporarily play left back, or you drag your centre back out to the wing and then have somebody like a Tanaka or a Rothwell drop in and almost play centre-back temporarily. So I think we're basically choosing to send Strauch out into a left back position, and then have Tanaka come in and play the centre back role. Is that a corner or a goal kick? I think it's going to be a corner to. I think it's going to be a corner here to Bristol City after Leeds just very unnecessarily gave the ball away. So again, a corner kick about to come in. That's not on the line there, that corner. Make him take it again, ref. I can see that that's not on the line. Balls comes into the box. It is IPW, but also we've talked, Leeds are in here. Dan James sprints forward here. He's now giving it to Nonto, and they've just completely messed it up between the pair of them. I don't know what Dan James was thinking. I think he's too fast for his own brain sometimes. He was in, but he just kind of ran diagonally across the field and then passed the ball to Nonto from like a yard away from him whilst they were full on sprinting. We talked about this before, but basically when you talk as much as I'm talking in this stream, you get your brain gets a lack of oxygen and you yawn to try and give yourself more oxygen. Anyway, Leeds have got a corner here, so I better get ready for the to change it to 13 corners since we had a goal. Nonto going for goal there, and it was saved by the goalkeeper. Or blocked. Leeds have just won another corner, though. Rothwell played it short to Nonto. Nonto shot from distance. The goalkeeper saved it. I'm not sure that I would count that as scoring from a corner anyway, you know. Corner kick about to come in then for Leeds. Rothwell, 2 arms up. Back post. Coming in the middle. Rodon heads it straight down. It bounces up into the keeper's gloves. Very easy for the goalkeeper. Yeah, he can. He does it all the time, Rodon, doesn't he? He gets his head on it and it just bounces straight to the goalkeeper. Rodon's going to have to win this header against Naki Wells. Now Byram sends that one long down the line. Headed away. But Aronson's challenging for it. Now Bogle wins it back, and then Bogle gets the whistle blown against him for a foul. I don't know why he ran in that direction, Dan James, to be honest. Ran across the pitch like it's going to run straight to the goal. Heading into the ground is what you're supposed to do, though. Makes it more difficult for the goalkeeper. Dan James might be in here. Dan James tries to squeeze it past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper makes a good save in the end. He just needed to lift it a little bit more there, Dan James. Someone just got a yellow card. I think Nonto might have just got himself a yellow card there. Yeah, Dan James just can't quite lift it over the goalkeeper. And then I think what happened there... Oh, yeah, Nonto came in for a sliding tackle and didn't quite get there. Yeah, he just needs to get a little bit more on it, Dan James. Just lift it over the goalkeeper. But yeah, like IPW says, chances are starting to happen. Yeah, agree, Mr. P. That's why Leeds have a chant about them, don't they? He's limping, Dan James. Bogle trying to take his throw in here, but he hasn't really. It's a free kick here to Bristol City. It's a very weird game, this one. A very boring but kind of scrappy game. And I just want Leeds to go and put the ball in the back of the net, to be honest. It's going to be a free kick to Bristol City here. Long ball forward from them. Meslier is going to have to come up and catch this one, and he does. Well claimed by Meslier. Now Rothwell. Bogle here. Now back to Rodon. Bit of a bad ball from Rodon to Strauch. Now Byram. Back again to Meslier. Meslier hoofs that one up towards the halfway line. One back by Byram. Now Strauch heads it. Now headed away by Bristol City again, and then a high foot from Nonto means a free kick. It's such a stop-start, scrappy game, this. Just need somebody to take it by the scruff of the neck. Could have been Dan James if he'd just lifted it over the goalkeeper then. Oh, good block there by Aronson. Now Piru tries to give it back to him. Aronson on the edge of the box here. Now Nonto. Nonto coming inside the box. He nutmegs his player, and then it's absolutely hoofed down the pitch with the clearance there, and Meslier can head it from about halfway inside his own half back to Strauch. Now Aronson again. Inside to Nonto. Nonto turns. Tries to play a ball out wide to Bogle, and I don't think Bogle's going to get there. But surely Nonto was pushed over when he played that pass. Leeds trying to win the ball back here. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Just by the manager's technical areas. Bogle throws it back over the halfway line to Rodon, who plays it across to Strauch now. Strauch to Byram. Byram down the line to Nonto, and then Nonto comes back with it and gives it back to Byram. Strauch. And finishing as well. Nonto. Strauch. Rodon here. Back to Meslier. Rodon again here. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. It'll make me feel a bit happier about how poor we're playing in this game. Currently 61 likes. Let's try and get that to 100. There's 122 people in here, so if you see that you haven't liked it already, just go and hit that like button. Thank you. Here's Strauch. Now, Sam Byram. Good little touch there from Nonto as he comes back inside now. Nonto towards the back post. Goalkeeper just catches it. Really struggling here to open them up. It's the final pass. I don't know how much is going to be added on to this first half here. One minute added on to the first half. Now Bogle. Bogle with a little chipped ball over the top towards Sam Byron, towards Dan James, but Leeds win a throw-in out on the right-hand side. Bogle then getting ready to take this throw-in. It's looking like it'll probably be Peru, Michael. Joel Peru, he's already on 4. She's not been very effective at all in this game. No, she's actually outside, the dog. That's why you can hear her, because the window's open in here to try and keep it a bit cooler. Here's Bogle. Now Tanaka. Oh, no, half-time. Right, so, plan is, and people wondered what was happening last time, but I did say, plan is, I'm going to shut down the PC completely, turn it off so the screen will go black for a minute or two whilst I just reset everything, just so that we don't get a crash, because I've got some sort of problem that I can't fix yet. So when the screen goes black, don't run away, don't go anywhere else, just have a crack with the people in the chat. I will be back after the screen goes black. And that rhymes, and it's not a crime because I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I'll be back shortly. Hello, I am back. Shouldn't happen now, hopefully, the thing in the second half. But we are back. What does everybody think? Let's have a look at what we've been saying in this first half. Mr. P saying Joseph could be a good addition if Joel is to stay on, and perhaps Solomon for Daniel James, as his legs seem to be tiring. When did we sign Rondon? Sky commentator. I was going to guess at 68 minutes for the PC crash. Farker doesn't make subs at half-time, and I'm not sure I would. Clive saying, yeah, no, I don't think he will, and I'm not really sure what. I think it's more of a tactical change that needs to happen than a personnel change. It's been a little bit tit for tat. No one really creating anything clear-cut. We've probably had the better of the chances, to be honest. The little whirly thing had me hypnotised, and then later on Chewy Backer said, do you feel the need to buy 10 random memberships for Leeds Lately viewers? Strangely enough, I don't. Yeah. But Farker won't change until the 70th minute, IPW says. Yeah, I think so. He won't change until at least the 65th, 70th minute. If he feels something really needs to change, he might even do it in the 60th. I doubt it. But at present, Coventry City 0, Luton Town 2, Watford 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. Both at half-time. Those games, and of course Leeds are drawing 0-0 at half-time as well. Derby County Hull City at 3. Plymouth Preston 3. Sheffield Stoke 3. Sunderland Oxford 3. Swansea Millwall 3, and West Brom Cardiff City are all kicking off at 3 o'clock today. Matt saying we've had better chances, but Seymour Perouse definitely seems invisible as the one I'd probably sub first. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with him in this game, to be honest. It's been difficult to actually get him in a striker's position. To be honest, I would kind of be tempted to basically say you don't really need to get involved in as much of the build-up. I want you to play on the last man at all times in this second half to just force them to think twice about the way that they're playing and basically always have an option of somebody to hit in the box if you're going to cross it. That's what I would be telling Joel Peru to do in the second half. Instead of being that hold-up guy, allow the other players to do that and basically be the guy who sits in that number 9 spot on the last man to try and get him himself in the position to score if we can get there. What do you mean by huffing and puffing, Stephen? Is this like a Three Little Pigs reference or something? Wayne Dawson saying Peru has very little impact on this game. He's been so quiet. Joseph would be best coming on from half time. Depends what kind of striker you want in though, because if you're going to sub him, I honestly think Bamford would be a better option, just given the game state and the way you want him to play. Well, hopefully we can get the game started before too long, because I hate half time. I know that they're not they're not superhuman and they can't just play all the way through, but hurry up basically. It's a difficult one, isn't it, in terms of subs? Let's have a look at who we've got on the bench, because I can't quite remember who we've got in terms of options. Let's have a look. Okay, so on the bench, in terms of who can come on and change the game, we have Bamford, Joseph and Gelhardt and Solomon as attacking players. I don't particularly think any of that. I think it's a tactical switch that needs to happen more than anything. So hopefully we see that early in the second half. Look, we created a few chances. We just need to put them in the way. Put them away. Definitely missing Ramazani. Yeah, he has that kind of get up and go, doesn't he? He has that I'm just going to go at someone. I mean, you could bring on Mateo, Joseph and basically have 2 up top. That might be a good way to do it, to just try and put a bit more pressure on their back line, force them to stay back a little bit more. It's just about risk taking, isn't it? And what you think is worth it. I just watched someone get absolutely sent with the reverse shoulder tap. He got tapped on the right shoulder and the guy carried on walking and he looked and there was no one there and then he found him on the other side. Classic. I mean, we are just literally being shown a load of Leeds fans now. Some bloke just sat there vaping when you're not allowed to vape. So well done, Sky. You just dobbed him in. Bring on Joseph isn't going to change things. What you on about? And you're suggesting Bamford, you lost the plot. Well, just tell me you don't understand football without telling me you don't understand football. They are entirely different players, and Patrick Bamford is somebody who is good at holding up the ball, is good at backing into players and being tall. He's good at winning headers. He is basically a target man to hit up there. He's more of a somebody who will occupy the defenders and allow the wingers to get in beyond him to be able to then basically free up the wingers with a bit of space, because the defenders will be occupied with him backing into them. Oh, I accidentally paused it. Bamford also makes space for other forwards, exactly. Yeah, I mean, objectively, Patrick Bamford is not a bad footballer. Look, if you have a look at Piru's performance in that first half and you basically say, okay, well, that wasn't very good, like, we need to do better than that. Surely Patrick Bamford offers you that and more, at least. But it's not, though. It's not a myth. I've literally seen it with my own eyes so many times. What was 4 years ago? I didn't say anything about it being 4 years ago. I didn't say anything about the Premier League season, did I? Don't think I even mentioned the Premier League season. We are underway here in the second half. Forgot to put my timer on the screen. But there we go. Ball out on the left-hand side now, and it's a good tackle by Tanaka, and it's actually going to be a Leeds throw-in. Let's just bring Beckford on, eh? Bogle throws it in. Headed away by Strauch as it came back towards the defence again. Now Bogle volleys it down the line towards Dan James. It's bouncing here, and Dan James, if the defender makes a mistake, he could have been in there, but he didn't make a mistake. He sends it down the line. How can you call somebody a happy clapper because they don't, just because they don't agree with you? Tanaka is fouled there, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick. Oh yeah, what the hell was that? It was a rugby tackle. I've just seen it back. Yeah, well, Bristol City have played well. They've had a good game plan and they've been executing it well. Byram tries to play that one down the line, but it is blocked, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in just outside Farke's technical area. Strauch heads that one to Tanaka. Tanaka with a good turn there, and then plays the ball out wide to Bogle, and Leeds maybe be able to open up the other side of the pitch now. Here's Bogle as he comes toward the box. Bogle shoots, but it is cleared away now. But Leeds do win the ball back. Here's Strauch. Strauch with a little ball out to the left-hand side now for Joel Peru to pick up. Here is Peru. Back to Nonto. Now inside to Byram. And a good ball back down the line for Wilfred Nonto here. Here's Byram again. Now Rothwell. Chance to put the ball in the box maybe. And he does. He chips it towards the back post. It's headed away there and then cleared away. But Leeds should be able to win this one back through Joe Rodon. And they do. But only as far as a Bristol City player. And now they try and send it down the line. But it's blocked by Byram. And it's going to be a bounce out for a Bristol City throw-in here. Bristol City still haven't taken this throw-in, by the way. Now they have, down the line towards Wells, headed by Wells. Headed away by Rodon. Now again by Weiner, I think it is. Or Viner, sorry. Now Tanaka. Looking for an option here. Plays it back though to Rodon. Nobody really moved ahead of him, Tanaka there. Strauch. Out wide now to Byram. Byram with a good ball down the line here to Aronson. Aronson tackled, but it is going to be a Leeds throw-in. It's not about who's better, though. It's not about who's better than Bamford. It's about what type of player he is. And do we have anybody else that can do the same job as him in this game situation? Here's Nonto. You might say, okay, well, Mateo Joseph might be a better finisher. He might make better runs, whatever. But he's not going to provide the exact same job that Bamford does, and that might be what we need in this game. That's all we're saying. Not saying that he's the best player on the bench. We're not even saying that he's particularly amazing. We're saying that he might help in this game, given the way the game looks. Considering we keep giving the ball away, and now they come forward again. That's going to be a yellow card to Tanaka, I think. Yeah, Tanaka picks himself up a yellow card now. So this free kick hasn't quite been taken yet. Long ball forward here. Meslier can come out and claim that one. He does. And eventually he manages to fall on the ball and get it. But he was fouled there by the Bristol City attacker. Yeah, the ball came into the box. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not like Farke would ever play him for a whole half of a game, is it? He would only ever play him for like 10, 20 minutes. So therefore, maybe his injury record wouldn't be so much of an issue if he's only on the pitch for a short amount of time. Here's Rodon. Now Meslier, back to Rodon again. Now Tanaka. Strauch. Byram. Byram's pass intercepted there, and then Strauch can head it away. Here's Rothwell. Tanaka. Good little ball there to Jayden Bogle as he comes forward. Jayden Bogle plays a ball to Dan James. Dan James is in down the right here. He gets the ball across the box. Here's Nonto. Shoots off the line. It was going in there, but it's been cleared off the line by the Bristol City defender. So unlucky there. So unlucky. Welcome, Tim. Welcome back. Nonto now. Tackled again. It's going to be another Leeds throw-in. So close. He'd beaten the goalkeeper there, but the defender came and slid on the line and cleared it. Really good ball by Dan James right across the box. Oh, just cleared off the line. So annoying. Here's Aronson. Oh my God. Have they kept it? They have kept it in. Byram now. Tanaka. Good little flick there from Aronson. And now Tanaka into Joel Peru. Back to Aronson. Aronson's inside the box now. Goes to shoot. Just past the post. Really unlucky there from Aronson. Hits the side netting of the near post. It's so close there. Good little bit of play from Leeds. And Brendan Aronson just... I think it would have gone in there because the goalkeeper was unsighted. So unlucky that we got that one cleared off the line as well. I just feel like it's one of those ones that's not going to be our day. Yeah, but the weight of the pass, wasn't it, from Bogle was really, really good. Ball down the line here for Bristol City, and Rodon chasing his winger. In the end, it's going to be a corner kick for Bristol City. They must have had a lot more corners than we have. Or it feels that way, at least. I don't think Nonto put it. It was going in. I don't really know where else he would have put it. Ball about to come into the box then. Bit of pushing and shoving though from the Leeds players and the Bristol City players, but referee's having a word with Viner and Rothwell. Corner kick comes in, played short, and then over the bar. It was obviously a practice routine there, but Rodon was alive to it. It was actually a difficult chance for Nonto to take, given that he was having to run onto it and then hit it with his weak foot back across the goalkeeper. Probably a more difficult chance than we give credit for. Dan James fouls the Bristol City goalkeeper there. That's why it's annoying that when Sky Sports is showing replays of things that happened a while ago, and then suddenly Dan James is fouling their goalkeeper. CB saying maybe I've been spoiled by watching Rafinha and Haaland goals this week. Yeah, Rafinha scored a hat trick, didn't he, against Bayern? Long ball forward here and then headed away by Rodon. But it's bounced back to them again. And now Mellier's going to have to come out, and he does well there, Meslier, to come out and clear that one. Oh, Aronson's gone down here off the ball. He was near a Bristol City player. I don't know why he went down. He slipped and then hurt his arm, I think. He's back on his feet now, Aronson, but I'm not sure what that was about. Good header there by Byram. Headed away again by the Bristol City defender, and now Rothwell with it. Bristol City have the ball back again, but their ball's going to go all the way through to Meslier, who rolls that one out to Bogle on the right-hand side. It's Rodon. Just kind of stood there not knowing which way to pass it. In the end, he has to go back to Meslier. Yeah, but he could hit it hard, but he didn't want to not hit the target. It's a difficult chance to take with your weak foot, I'm telling you. The ball's rolling across and you're running almost past it. Oh, ball from Bogle down the line to Dan James, gone out of play, and it's going to be a throw in here. I think this is going to be a frustrating 0-0, you know. Substitute then for Bristol City. Earthy is coming on, which is a unique class name, isn't it? As in, like, muddy, earthy. Rothwell. Now Bogle. Bogle with a long ball down the line over the top towards Dan James, and then the goalkeeper's going to be able to catch that one. He's taking the free kick quickly. Dan James did challenge the goalkeeper and knock the ball out of his hands, but he already had it in two hands, so it was a foul. Chance for them to get the ball in the box here. Bristol City. Good block there by Sam Byram. Now Strauch. Tanaka with it. Great ball by Tanaka into Nonto. Nonto can't keep the ball in play. I don't know why he didn't take a touch with his left foot. It's a really good ball by Tanaka, but Nonto, just take a touch with your left foot. Just let it run all the way across. Naki Wells is coming off then. So Armstrong is coming on, and so is Earthy. So McGuane is coming off for Earthy. At this point, though, with half an hour to go, 0-0 away, I think you'd be looking to go ahead and win the game, wouldn't you? Second against 10th. Here's Rodon. Rothwell out to the right-hand side now for Bogle. Bogle with a bit of space to run into here, and he's taking it. He's going down the line now, Bogle. No one's really giving him any options, but he's nearly a good ball hit from him into Dan James, but again, just a little bit too much on it, as there always seems to be. Long ball forward here from O'Leary. Headed away by Strauch. And now Rothwell sends it all the way back to Melier. God, the sun must be awful in their eyes on this pitch. Anyone who's watching it, you'll see that the sun is pretty much just blinding for anybody who's in the midfield third of the pitch. Now Bogle. Bogle's still going here. Good turn there by Aronson. Plays the ball out wide now to Byram. Byram needs options down the line. He's asking for Nonto and Aronson to come and help him out. Here's Aronson with it. Now back to Byram again. Aronson now. Into Nonto's feet. Back to Rothwell. Now Tanaka. Back to Nonto again. Here's Nonto. Back to Byram. Back to Nonto again. Nonto is isolated against his winger, so he could try and go past. But instead he comes inside and gives the ball now to Altanaka. Altanaka shoots from distance, deflection, wide. It's going to be a Leeds corner kick. Yeah, in the end he just went for a strike there, Tanaka. Rothwell then with the corner kick. Rothwell's corner comes in, headed over the bar by Sam Byram. Let's change that to 15. Byram's pretty good at winning those headers, but in the end it's just, I think actually it came off the back. It might have come off the back of a Bristol City player's head onto Byram. No, I don't do that anymore, Mr. P. You can just guess in the chat, though. Yeah, maybe. Maybe Byram on for... sorry, Schmidt on for Byram and give you a bit more going forward. Rothwell. Peru tried to flick it around the corner there. Now Sam Byram with it. Back to Strauch. Now Nonto. Nonto inside here to Aronson. Aronson tries to play it through to Dan James. Really unlucky there. And Bristol City tried to come forward. Well won by Joe Rodon. And now well won again by Joe Rodon. Now Joel Peru loses out. Yeah, Peru needs to come off, I think. He's had another 20-odd minutes in this second half and not done anything. Here's Rothwell. Byram. Rothwell again in the left-back position. Now Tanaka picks it up in the midfield. Tanaka with a good ball into Nonto now. Nonto can come forward. Nonto's pass is just not right to Aronson. Good tackle, though, by Rothwell. Back down the line, though, to Byram now. Now Aronson. Rothwell. Tanaka. Aronson again. Plays it all the way back now to Strauch on the halfway line. Bogle. Tanaka with a good ball into the feet of Rothwell, who can now find Byram out on the left-hand side. Byram trying to go past his man, and then it's going to be a goal kick as he accidentally dribbles it into touch. Goal kick then here. Long ball forward here from the goalkeeper. Headed away by Strauch. Now Dan James picks it up. Leeds trying to win it back though. Rothwell with a good header forwards towards Dan James. Bobbling around a little bit here, but they do deal with it, Bristol City. But now Tanaka wins it back really well there. It's going to be a Leeds throw-in, yeah. About halfway inside the Bristol City half. Throws it all the way back to Rodon now. Rodon to Strauch. Back to Rodon again. Ball into Joel Peru. Plays a nice first-time pass back to Nonto. Just coming over the halfway line now. Nonto looking for a pass here. It often happens like this. Nonto's out on the left wing, but he's just surrounded by red shirts, and all he can do in the end is go back to Strauch. Now Rothwell. He just needs help. He needs people to come out and support him. Strauch there with a touch that takes him down towards Byram on the left-hand side. Now Tanaka with a little bit of space. Long ball forward, headed away. Tanaka trying to win it back, but now Armstrong charging with it, trying to come forward now. And then Bogle's going to get himself a yellow card there. Is the suspension thing still going? Because that means Bogle's now suspended for the next game as well. But at least we'll have Firpo back, and then it'll just be one player out of the starting 11. Yeah, he just trips him there, Bogle. Cynical yellow card, but... Bougie? That's an interesting way to spell his name, Rob. Free kick, though, to Bristol City now. In the 67th minute here. Just ticking over into the 68th. Long ball towards the back post. It's bounced over everyone. It's going to be a goal kick. Blame it on the boogie, lol. Here's Melier now. Get ready to take this goal kick. Chicharito Hernandez. Strauch. Rothwell. Out wide now to Bogle. Now Rodon. Could be worse, it could be Bogey, or it could be Bogan, which Rob will know what that is. Tanaka. Now down the line to Byram here. Byram back to Rothwell. Back to Byram again. Tanaka's in a bit of space and you can give it to him. Here is Tanaka. Back to Rothwell. Now Aronson. Byram. Back to Rothwell again. Now Tanaka. Just often there isn't really anywhere to go and they have to just go back again. And again, it probably comes down to not moving the ball fast enough. It is, yeah, that's why I said Rob will understand. I'm pretty sure it just is a word for an Australian version of a hillbilly. Tanaka, Rodon. Now Bogle. Nonto. Back to Rodon again. Here's Tanaka. Now to Strauch. Strauch with a little ball over the top. Peru chests it down. And it's going to be put out by the Bristol City player for a throw-in to Leeds. Leeds are making a couple of substitutes now. Mateo Joseph and Mado Solomon are coming on for Joel Peru. And the other one is Dan James. Dan James is coming off as well, of course, coming back from his injury and stuff as well. He won't want to be risking him, Varka. Right, Byram then throws this one in to Rothwell. Nonto's now picked up a position out on the right-hand side rather than the left. Here's Nonto. Now Tanaka. Little ball over the top towards Byram. Just needs to put that in the back of the net there, Mateo Joseph. It's just not... You just got to be finishing them. Got to be finishing chances like that. Oh, Leeds might be in here. Here's Solomon down the left-hand side. Looking for a chance now. Now Aronson inside the box. Rothwell goes to shoot. It's bouncing around, deflected, but straight back to Tanaka here, who next takes a nice touch and passes it to Solomon, who's clearly got a big hole in his foot because he just can't even trap a football at the moment. It's just gone straight through his foot out for a goal kick. It's really poor, that. I think Spurs may have pulled the wool over our eyes a little bit here. But was that his excuse in the last game and the game before that, IPW? Headed away by Strauch. Long ball forward down the line here for Bristol City, and it goes out for a Leeds throw-in. Byram then with a long throw down the line towards Mateo Joseph. Mateo Joseph's been held the whole time. Ball down the line, headed away by Strauch. Now Byram picks it up. And now Strauch can clear. Rodon heads it. Now Rothwell. Strauch leads deal with that one. Oh, Mateo Joseph nearly took the ball off the defender there, who was taking his time over clearing it. That's a foul against Leeds there. Player just falls over. Back to the Bristol defence now. Long ball forward. Meslier can come and head that one away, and he does well to do so. We won't anyway, IPW, I don't think. I don't think it was ever an option, really. I should be back, in case you lost me for a second. I think it's going to be a corner kick to Leeds here. Yep, so get ready to change this to 16. I don't think he really did anything before the injury, though, to be honest. Ball comes in from Rothwell. I did over everyone, and therefore this now doesn't count as scoring from a corner, even if we do score. Aronson, straight at the goalkeeper, he's palmed it away, but now Tanaka out on the left-hand side. He needs to try and get the ball in the box. He does. It's over everyone, and it's going to be a goal kick. Poor cross there from Tanaka in the end. Although I'm not 100% sure it didn't take a deflection. Yes, that is on target. Aronson tries to play that one down the line, headed away though. We have Mr. Ramazani speed, not Radrazani. Another sub here going to be made for Bristol City. This is what I was saying in the last game. They can just change half their team. So they're not all going to be tired out like, obviously, Rob was saying that before. I saw you said that hopefully fatigue could be a factor for Bristol City, but it's not going to be if they can just replace half their entire team with subs. So it's very frustrating. So Hirakawa is coming off for Mayulu. I'm pretty sure if Hirakawa has ever played for the national team for Japan, he'll have... Long throw-in comes in, headed away by Strauch, but straight out into touch because he literally does have a 50p head. How good are their subs? Also, not very good, probably. If they didn't start for Bristol City, they're not going to be that good. Strauch heads it away. Rodon heads it away. Byram clears it away. Now Bristol City are able to clear that one down the line. Little lofted ball over the top. And Rodon does really well there to take that one away. Oh, he's given the ball away though, and then Rodon wins it back again. Here's Solomon now. Gets tackled, and I think it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. No, it's a Bristol City throw-in. Solomon must have kicked it straight out. Byram with the throw into Tanaka. Now Byram again. Tries to play that one down the line, and again it's going to be a throw into Bristol City. It's one of the most scrappy, crappy championship games I've ever seen. Here's Bogle now, carrying the ball forward. Now Rodon, across to Strauch. Byram. Clipped ball forward here, but it's going to go all the way through to the Bristol City goalkeeper. Three likes away from 100 likes, by the way, so if you haven't already, just hit that like button for me. Get it to 100. That'd be great. Headed away by Strauch. Byram. Good little turn from him and tries to clip the ball down the line but completely slips over there. Ball down the line here for Bristol City. Strauch trying to hold on to his man. And then Byram tries to take it. Byram's able to clear that one away, but only as far as a Bristol City player. And now Tanaka can come and head that one away. Out to the right-hand side again for the Robins. We should be back. Right, we should be back now. Sorry about that. And we're about lined up as well. Can you see me again? Someone let me know if you can see me again. / hear me. Bogle with a really good tackle there, but then he gets tackled and then it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Yes, he actually has got himself a yellow card at last. Although I'm not actually sure that was even a foul. Nonto's coming off. And Bamford's coming on. If Bamford scores now at my redemption arc, it's going to be so great. Bogle. Back to Rodon now. Back to Bogle again. Rodon. Melier. Strauch. Byram's... Oh, he did manage to get the ball into a player. Little flick there from the Bristol City player, but Rothwell's done really well. He's been pulled back the whole time, taken quickly. Now Tanaka, back to Rothwell again. Maybe if we make it sound like it's exciting, it will be. Here's Bogle coming down the right-hand side now. He's got options inside and out. Plays it inside the box here. Here's Aronson. Tries to play it across. Blocked away, and it's going to be a throw-in to Leeds near the corner flag. Chance for us to get the ball into the box. He's talking about in the Championship. Here's Bogle. Thrown into Aronson now. Back to Tanaka. Tries to get it back to Aronson here. Aronson gets turned and thrown to the ground, and now they try and clear it. Strauch wins it back though. Now Tanaka. Good turn from him. Keeps the ball well. What is this camera angle from Sky? Rothwell. Now Byram. Now Byram again. Solomon loses the ball there, and then Byram wins the tackle, but it's going to be it's going to be a throw into Leeds. Gilavogi and Schmidt are warming up. Poor throw in from Byram. It's just cleared straight back down the line. Now Melier. No, I didn't even mean just that, Chris. It was more the fact that how zoomed in it was, and he wasn't showing any of the places that Tanaka could have passed the ball to, or whoever it was that had the ball at the time. Rodon tries to play it through, and he's now lost the ball. Melier can come out and get that one, though. Here's Strauch. Now Solomon, out wide to Byram. Here's Byram again. Now Mateo Joseph. Tackled, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Here's Solomon. Back to Byram. Back to Solomon again. He's been forced all the way back to Strauch now. Here's Solomon again. Tanaka. Back to Strauch. Advantage here. And the ball goes out for a Leeds throw-in on the left-hand side. Tanaka. Back to Strauch again. Across to Rodon. Strauch. To Byram now on the left-hand side. Down the line here to Bamford. Bamford tries to put the ball in the box, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Taken quickly. Here's Byram to Bamford. Now Byram again. Now Tanaka. Plays it across the face of goal here to Rothwell. Rothwell shoots over the bar. Just a wild swing at it there. Flies over the bar. Yeah, he just completely slices that. Good 3 points in rugby. Not even sure it went directly over the bar, you know. Three added minutes then onto this game. You'll be able to see those in the middle there. Poor ball again from Leeds, and it just goes down the line and out into touch for a throw-in. Imagine travelling all that way to Bristol to see this game. So poor. Headed away by Byram, up towards Bamford. Now Byram again. Solomon gives it straight to a Bristol City player who sends it long. Now Rodon can win it for Bogle here, who sends a long volley over. Why is it not showing where the actual football is? Oh my God, this cameraman's terrible. Now Rothwell. Tanaka. Oh, poor touch from Aronson. They can come forward here now. Tanaka running down the line. Please don't get sent off, Tanaka. We need you. And then a very poor from the Bristol City player in the end. It's going to be a Leeds goal kick. Byram now. Plays it back to Strauch. Cross now to Rodon. Now Bogle. Bogle plays it first time into Mateo Joseph, who can't quite keep it. It's getting to the point where I think a lot of our players are really tired, so every time Bogle gets it, he's looking for a long pass just because he wants to send the ball away from himself. See you, Mr. P. Now Bristol City just playing around with it, and Rothwell heads it out for a throw-in. 30 seconds to go here. I can imagine it's probably going to finish 0-0. I don't have to have a great imagination to imagine that. Thanks, Liam. 10 seconds to go then at Ashton Gate. Headed away by Byram and then flicked on by Solomon, and now Mateo Joseph can try and send it down the line, but it's going to be a throw-in to Leeds, about halfway inside the Leeds half. No, final whistle goes. Very poor game of football. Very poor game of football. I hated it. Thanks, I hate it. Awful game of football to watch. So boring. Just nobody can finish the chances. Yeah, like Matt said, dead game. Well, thanks for watching Leeds Lately. Thanks for joining me for it. A very, very poor game of football. Very boring to watch. Honestly, thanks IPW. I think we'll just have the live stream for today. I don't think I'm going to do a match reaction to this game because I just think that nobody's good. Everybody wants to move on to the next one now. Nobody's going to be interested in that. I think I'm just going to leave it. For this one. So poor. Anyway, thanks for watching. Coventry are 3-2 up against Luton, who've had a red card, by the way, and there's like 10 seconds. About 30 seconds to go in the game. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.